Let's start with this, okay? Roll up your blanket. So from this folded size abouts, roll up the blanket. So you have a long roll. And you'll place that on the on your mat behind you. So you're sitting on the floor, and then we roll down on top of it. If you find that your head is not supported by the blanket, bring another blanket in or bring a block in under your head, just so that the neck stays in better alignment with the rest of the spine. So we're using the blanket for a supported fish pose here. And we have lots of options with our legs. We can have the legs straight out on the floor. We could go knees bent with the feet on the floor. Or you could go knees bent with the soles of the feet together if you want to get into that inner hip area. Arms out on a T, in a T, resting on the floor. Make any final adjustments you want to make and invite the body into stillness. Notice the point of contact between your feet and the floor, the back of the hands and the floor, and the back of the head, and what it rests upon. And if the eyes are open, direct your gaze to something that has your attention on the ceiling. It could be a dot, a texture, a shadow, whatever it is. Taking your gaze, keeping the eyes open and soft. Or if the eyes are closed, direct your gaze to the back of the forehead. And imagine that you are breathing in through that space, whether it's the back of the forehead or what the eyes are looking at open, as if whatever it is that you're gazing at is the portal to your body for the breath. Anytime the mind wanders from this anchor, whatever you're gazing at, notice that and bring it back. Be aware if this is having an effect on your body-mind and how you know that. Take your next inhale with the eyes open. On the exhale, close your eyes and buzz like a bee, gazing at the back of the forehead. Let's do that 2 more times. We inhale, eyes open, looking up. Exhale, back of the forehead, buzz like a bee. One more time. Let the breath be free. Close out our circle here with our opening mantra. Just stay as you are. You may join as you wish. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Punatu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One leg at a time, bring your foot to the floor with the knee bent. Pay attention to your nostril dominance, and you will roll off the blanket to the side that is more open. So if your left nostril is more open, bring your left arm up so you can use that as a pillow to roll off the blanket. If your right nostril is more open, bring your right arm up, roll to your right side onto that arm, and wait there. Wait there until that top nostril opens slightly. Once it does, remove the blanket and roll onto your back again. Have your your strap, that's what it's called, within reach. Again, with the knees bent, once you return to your back. Let's take the right leg up to the ceiling and just start with some ankle circles. Full range of motion. Pausing the motion on the inhale. Exhale, go the other direction. Pause at the inhale. Crack the toes, wiggle them around a little bit. Inhale, point the toes, and exhale, press through the heel. Go back and forth. And now get that leg as straight as you can, really engaging, turning up those muscles from hip to heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, relax the leg, let the knee bend and drop the foot like you're kicking yourself in the back of the leg. Let it bounce a few times. So inhale, we come up, engage, exhale, it bounces. One more time. And now with the knee bent, make some big circles with the knee, moving into a rotation of the hips. Pause on the inhale. Exhale, go the other direction with your circle. Pause on the inhale, hug the knee into the chest, round your nose towards the knee like a ball. And exhale, release. Head and foot back down to the floor. Let's take the left leg up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale some circles of that ankle. Pause at the inhale. And exhale, go the other direction. And inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex to the heel. So do that a few more times with your own breath. And now inhale, flex to the heel, turn up that leg all the way from the hip to the heel. Exhale, relax, let the knee bend, the foot bounce. Good. 2 more times at your own pace. Follow your breath. Once the knee bends again, leave it there. Take an inhale. Exhale, big hip circle. As many as you'd like to do through that one exhale. Pause on the inhale. Exhale, go the other direction. Inhale, bend the knee, round the nose towards the knee like a ball. Exhale, lower it down. Feet on the floor, knees bent. Arms hugged in at your sides, reaching the fingertips towards the heels. Inhale with the hips on the floor. Snuggle those shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, lift the hips up, pressing your pubic bone towards your knees. And inhale, return the spine back down to the mat. So these dynamic bridges come up with the exhale and go down with your inhale. One more time. And again, let's take the feet mat distance apart, arms out into a T. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees towards the right. We windshield wiper these knees. Inhale, they come back up. Exhale to the left. Back and forth at your own pace. Matching the movement to the breath. Let the breath guide the movement, not the other way around. And then even out your sides. So you do both sides the same number of times. And once you've got that, hug the knees into the chest. Roll around here a little bit if it agrees with you. And then cross the ankles and grab your big toes. Holding onto the toes, pull them towards you so the thighs kind of press against the belly. And then exhale, kick the feet towards the floor so you roll up the spine, coming to sit, and drop the nose towards the floor. Hold on to those toes the whole time. So we inhale, come up, sitting up. Exhale, roll back, hold on to those toes. Inhale, roll back up to sit. Exhale, forward fold. A couple more times. Inhale, come up. Exhale, we roll back. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Last round on your own. Go all the way through. And once you've gotten there, roll over your ankles and find your table. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. I want to work with that buzzing breath throughout the practice here. So we're going to do some cat and cows with moving on just the exhale. So we inhale here. Exhale into cat, buzzing your way into, or I'm sorry, cow, buzzing your way into it. Hold there, take an inhale. Buzz your way into cat. Hold there, take an inhale. Buzz into cow. Again, hold. Buzz into cat. One more round. From here, we take another inhale into cow. Tuck the toes, exhale, bent knee, downward facing dog. Bring those knees back down to the floor. Inhale into cow. Exhale, bent knee, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Finding ourselves in downward facing dog, let's pedal out the feet here and rock the hips along with us too. So we're kind of moving the hips and the ribs into a little bit of a twist here, bending the knees across one another, rotating on the ball of the foot as you do, wiggling it out a little. That's it. And once you've found your sweet spot, stay in downward facing dog. Inhale, come all the way up onto the toes as high as you can. Exhale, rock forward into a plank posture. Roll the shoulders back and down. Engage your quadriceps. Inhale into upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So again, breaking that down. Inhale, high up on the heels, lifted on the toes. Exhale, rounding the spine as you move into plank. Engage those legs. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, lower the pelvis, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. So do that one more time at your own pace. Yes, good. Once you come back to down dog, stay there. On an exhale, let's step the feet forward towards the hands. Taking the hands to the shins, inhale, half standing forward fold. Flatten the back, extend the elbows. Exhale, lower back into your forward fold. And inhale, upward hand pose. Reaching through the armpits. And exhale, mountain pose. Let's bring the hands together in front of the chest. Take an inhale here, finding your feet about 2 fist distance apart in our Tadasana or mountain posture. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, let's bring the arms overhead, reaching back, a little back bend. Hold there, take an inhale. Exhale, the hands stay together as we forward fold. Hold here, take an inhale. Exhale, step that right leg back, the knee goes down. Hold here, take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, reaching the arms overhead, palms together if you wish. Hold here, take an inhale. Exhale, the hands come down. We step into downward facing dog. Hold and take an inhale. Exhale, come forward into plank, knees down. Hold here, take an inhale. Exhale, lower the chest or the entire body down to the floor. Hold there, take an inhale. Exhale, pressing all the way through, shoulders back, lifting the knees, engaging the quadriceps. Upward facing dog. Hold and take an inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale that right foot forward, the left knees down. Hold here, take an inhale. Lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, the arms overhead. We reach back in this low lunge. Hold and take an inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down, step that back foot forward into our fold and take an inhale. Exhale, the arms overhead. And this a little back bend at the top. Hold and take an inhale. And exhale, the hands to the chest. Oh, let's do that one more time. So we inhale. Exhale, arms overhead, a little back bend. Hold and inhale. Exhale, folding up that hip crease into our forward fold. Uttanasana. Hold and inhale. Exhale, left leg back, knee goes down. Hold, inhale, we look forward. Exhale, the arms raise as we reach back to our capacity. And take an inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And inhale. Exhale, come over into plank, knees down, and inhale. Exhale, lower the chest or the whole body down to the floor and take an inhale. Exhale, we move from the belly out, so shoulders back, lift the thighs, and upward facing dog. Follow your exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale that left leg forward, now right knee goes down. Inhale, we look forward. Exhale, the arms overhead, reaching back to our capacity. We inhale. Exhale, standing forward fold. Pause and inhale. Exhale, arms overhead, reaching back. Inhale here. And then exhale, the hands to the chest. All right. So let's step back with whatever leg we need to turn to the side of our mat and face our screens. With the legs wide and find your strap. So those feet are parallel. Lifting through those arches so you can feel that lift all the way into your inner groin. The ankles can be as far out as the wrists measure. All right, they can be more narrow than that if you wish. Let's take the strap behind us. And let's just start here actually. So let's just move into doing a little rotation here with the strap, maybe some figure eights. Holding the strap at a distance so you don't have to bend the elbows to bring it over your head. That's what we're going for. Being mindful of that arch in your foot while we do this. And now find the strap behind the back. Let's place the hands just outside the hips with the palms facing forward. Inhale, straighten the elbows back behind us, pressing through the heart. Again, lift the arches, take another inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward fold, letting the head drop and the strap lift. Keeping those stirrups are on your inner leg. So imagine you've got stirrups from that arch, lifting all the way through that inner groin. Couple more breaths here. And this last breath, let's do that buzzing breath again. So we inhale, close the eyes, buzz, looking at the back of the forehead. And then look up with the eyes. Exhale, come all the way to stand. And turn the feet towards the front of your mat, whichever side that is. And railroad track those feet so they're spaced apart. We're not on a tightrope. Inhale here, we lean back a little bit so you can feel that stretch in the back inner thigh, around the low arch of the back as well. Exhale, bend the knee, let's get a little deeper. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend the knee a little deeper. One more time, we inhale. And exhale, bend the knee a little deeper. Staying here with the knee bent, take an inhale. And exhale, fold over that hip crease again, lowering the head down, raising that strap. And now really plug in your legs here. Just plug in that back leg, plug in your front foot, and work to straighten that front leg as you stay in this fold. Really squeezing those inner thighs towards one another, like you're closing a scissors or holding a beach ball between them. Take another inhale. And then bend the knee, lower the strap down. You can place it on the floor. Take the hands to the floor, step back to plank and downward facing dog. Inhale high up on those toes. Exhale, lower the heels down. sticking with that left or your front leg, whichever one that was, take that front leg over, the front leg, take it back and up. So you're in a one-legged down dog now. And try and keep those hips squared so that those toes point towards the floor. Okay? And let's lift up and down on your other foot. So you're going to raise the heel and lower it down while you keep the legs straight and the hips square. And then lower that leg down. Come up on both toes. Exhale over into our plank. Engage those quadriceps. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And now find a child's pose. A little rest here before we do the other side. So just notice how things are feeling right now. What's happening in the mind, body? If things are feeling a little scattered and out there, let's take a few rounds of that buzzing breath, that Brahmari breath. Again, with the eyes closed, looking at the back of the forehead. We inhale. Again. This time, interlace the fingers behind the back, straighten those elbows, roll to the top of your head so you're no longer resting on your heels or your thighs. One more buzzing breath. We inhale. And then lower back down and release the arms. Taking them out in front. Inhale, let's rock forward into cow. Tuck the toes and exhale to downward facing dog. Now step your other foot forward. You may end up with your back to the camera, but you know kind of what's coming now. So step your other foot forward. Find your strap while you're down there and then come up to stand. Turn the feet parallel so that you're facing the long edge of the mat. Again, those ankles can be as far out as the wrists if you wish. Lifting through those arches, plug in the outside edge of the foot. We'll go right into the strap behind us again. And this time we hold on to the strap just outside the hips, but with the palms facing back. All right, palms facing back. We inhale, straighten those elbows, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold, lowering the head, letting the strap come up. As we're down there, pay attention to that arch and that inner thigh, feeling that lift. And then looking up with the eyes, exhale, come up. Let's rotate towards the front side of our mat, back foot too, so that the hips square off on this railroad track. Inhale, a little back bend here, palms still facing back. Exhale, bend the front knee a little deeper. Inhale, we extend that leg, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. And exhale, bend the knee. One more time. Hold here, take an inhale, make any adjustments with your feet that you need to. And on the exhale, we forward fold. Again, head goes down, arms and strap go up. You can stay here or plug in the feet and the legs and work on straightening that front leg, staying in the fold. Find your capacity and honor it. One more breath. Lower the strap down all the way to the floor. Bend that left or that front leg again. Step back. Let's go right into this one-legged down dog here. So that front leg goes all the way back into our one-legged down dog. Turn the toes down so the hips are squared. And then let's do some raises on that bottom foot. So heel lifts, heel goes down. All the while keeping that other leg lifted and the hips squared. One more. Lower that leg down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, lift the heels as high as you can. Exhale, come all the way over into plank. Turn up those quadriceps. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, lower the hips, lift the chin and the heart for upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. One more inhale here. And exhale to child's pose. Again, let's take a couple breaths here, the buzzing breath. You can inhale with the eyes open, exhale, divert your gaze to the back of the forehead while you buzz. Last one again, we interlace the fingers behind us, put your other thumb on top this time, roll to the top of the head, take an inhale. Come back down with the inhale and release. Roll on up the spine. And let's take our blankets. So hopefully you have 2 of them. If you don't, please go find another one or a towel, a bath towel, and open them up to this size or fold them to this size, placing one on top of the other. one on top of the other. Have your strap handy. And even your blocks. So if you've got blocks, you might not be able to see where I'm putting mine here. Let me move down a little bit. So we've got maybe 2 hands width. The blankets are going 2 hands width from the edge of your mat. The block is going, blocks are going out in front of that, maybe another 2 hand widths or so. And I'm placing it on this edge. All right, so they're going like this. Floor is here. I'm placing the blocks like that. All right, one in front of the other. Okay. Like so. Once you've got that all prepped, sit down then in front of your blankets. And then let's come down to the elbows. Elbows resting on the blankets. Kind of, your hands are kind of cupping the top of your glute slightly. Legs are together. Point the toes away from you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift through the heart center into a fish pose. Matsyendrasana. And if you wish, you can take the head back. Open the mouth. Let's take one buzzing breath here. Inhale. And then relax the legs. If your head is back, keep it back as you straighten your elbows and come up. And then shrug your shoulders so that we protect the neck to lift the head. Let's bend the right knee in and wrap our left elbow around that knee, lengthening through the spine. Engage that left leg so the toes point to the ceiling. On an exhale, reach back with your right hand, resting it on the blanket. Lengthen the spine. You want to be on the sit bones, not rolling back on them. And keep your head in alignment with the rest of the spine. So the head should be upright. And the chin can be in the middle, right where it is, or it can turn to the back shoulder or to the front shoulder. One more breath. Let's take an inhale. Buzz on the exhale. And inhale, we release. And let's switch legs. Right leg is straight, left knee bends. And let's make sure that we're on the tops of those sit bones here to begin with. If we need more space, we can take the foot farther away. It doesn't need to be that close. It's more important that we're up here instead of back here. All right. So we inhale Exhale, wrap just the arm first around the knee. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, engage that right leg, toes point up. And exhale, complete the twist, taking the left hand to the blankets behind you. Again, the head is upright. The chin can be neutral right over the sternum, or to the left shoulder, or to the right shoulder. Again, check back into that right leg. Keep it active. It's a part of the practice. One more buzzing breath. And then we untwist. All right, so let's start with both legs straight. We're just going to measure here. So come on down and make sure that your shoulders stay on the blanket. Your head comes to the mat, right? Shoulders stay on the blanket, head comes to the mat. Some of us will be able to get into this plow pose, halasana, from here. So we can try that by taking your strap and thread it underneath your hips so that it's in both of your hands. And take it so that the palms are up, not down. Turning the palms down will close off your shoulder joint. Take the strap just outside your hips with the palms up. Again, please make sure that your shoulders are on the blankets, your head is on the mat. From here, you can use just a little bit of exhale and a little bit of abdominal engagement and a little bit of momentum too, by bringing the knees into the chest and then kicking the feet over, finding those blocks if you put them in the right place, measuring wise. So you might be able to find them and fish them over so that you can rest your toes on them. Keep the strap on the floor between your hands. Good. Again, make sure that keep your head straight. Please don't turn your head as I am, because I'm trying to look at the monitor. Please don't do that. So we protect our necks. Good. Very nice. Plow pose, halasana. So keep reaching with your tailbone, trying to lengthen through that spine. Yes. The knees can be bent. They don't have to be straight. The more straight they are, of course, the more we'll feel this in the hamstrings. So you get to pick here, right? What do you want? Where do you want to feel this? Where do you want this to work? So you'll just stay to your capacity and then slowly, mindfully roll back down, bringing your hips to the floor and hugging the knees into the chest. So now that you've got the measurement down, I'd like to show you how you can do this, come into it a little bit of a different way. So let's come up to sit. Make sure that you don't, when you do that, don't scoot forward, all right? Don't scoot forward, otherwise we'll lose our measurement. But go ahead and hold on to the strap, again with the palms up, and really work on sitting up on those sit bones, getting those shoulder blades back here. And you might want to watch, and now that you know where your block should be, you can make an adjustment if you need to, right? Okay. Apparently I'm a little crooked, so I have to move mine over, but so on those sit bones, hands just outside the hips, palms face forward. So you're arching into a little bit of a back bend here. Let's even take the head back to counter what we were doing in plow. A little compression there in plow. And then shrug the shoulders to lift the head back up. All right. So one way to get into this here from a sitting position, again, shoulders back, and you can just push off the floor, right? And use that as a little bit of momentum. Make sure you get that strap actually. So I just learned the strap should be behind your butt. All right, strap is behind your butt, not under your thigh. And then you can take it back and use that momentum. It can help with some people to get over, help them to feel a little bit more successful. So one more time here. Halasana. Again, really working on, if the legs are straight, engage those quadriceps. Work on pressing through your heel if the legs are straight. If the knees are bent, you can work on pressing your thighs towards your belly. You'll feel it more in your lower back when you do that. One buzzing breath here on the exhale. And I'll let the strap go. This time when we come out, we're going to roll all the way up. So bend the knees, roll all the way up. And let's scoot ourselves back again to the blankets. Come back down on those forearms. Snuggling those elbows and shoulders underneath you. Point the toes. Press the belly button, the sternum upwards, and roll the head back. One more fish pose. Matsyasana. And this time to come out, we'll wiggle those elbows out from underneath us and come all the way down. And we can just leave the blankets where they are. Again, the head is on the mat, not on the blankets. If you'd rather they not be there, just bend the knees and lift, and you can lift the hips and then wiggle them out from underneath you, right? Kind of shimmy them back and forth, and then bring the hips back down. Taking the strap, let's bend both knees, taking the feet to the floor. Let's take the right leg up to the ceiling and the strap around the sole of the right foot. Take your left arm out in a T on the floor with the palm down. And hold on to the strap as close as you can to the foot, keeping the head on the floor and the leg straightish. To intensify the pose, straighten the left leg out on the floor. And if you'd like to opt into a hip opener here, you can, with an exhale, open the leg to the right. Try not to slide your hand up the strap. Keep holding it right where you are. And keep your left shoulder blade grounded. Don't go so far that the left shoulder blade lifts. The hip can lift slightly, but not the shoulder. If you've opened the leg, to complete it, turn the chin to the left. It helps for a little counterweight to the leg. Press through the heel rather than into the strap. Keep that left leg active. And then with an exhale, bring that leg back up. Take the strap with your left hand. Right arm goes down in half a T, palm down. On an exhale, let's bring the leg across. Again, try not to move the hands down the strap. The foot may come all the way to the floor, or it may not. Please maintain contact with your right shoulder blade. The hip can lift. The shoulder blade needs to stay connected to the floor. And if it agrees with your neck, turn the chin to the right. You may need to bend the knee here to protect the back as you roll onto your hips again. And then hug the knee into the chest, round your nose towards the knee like a ball. And let's lower back down, bring both feet back to the floor. And let's take the strap to the left foot, extending it up. Grabbing the straps with just the left hand, right arm back out in that half T, palm down. Head stays on the floor. We reach towards the foot, keeping the legs straight. Invitation to straighten that right leg. Invitation on an exhale to open the left leg. And roll the chin to the right. Again, keep that right shoulder blade grounded, whatever you do. Press through that left heel. Return with an exhale. Switch the hands. Left arm out in that half T, palm down. And on an exhale, invitation to take the leg across for a twist. Left shoulder blade stays grounded. Chin turns to the left if you wish. Again, you may need to bend that knee to return to center. And once you're there, hug the knee into the chest, round up towards the knee, remove the strap. Lower the head down and bring the right leg to meet your left. Take the soles of the feet together and let's reach for the ankles. Opening the knees away from one another. Pressing the feet together. Using this kind of bound Baddha Konasana of sorts here. Pressing that sacrum into the floor, pressing the soles of the feet towards one another, reaching the knees towards the opposite sides of the room. Let's take one more buzzing breath here. Bring the knees together, hug them. Exhale, round the nose towards the knees like a ball. And inhale, return to the floor. Legs straight, arms straight and relaxed. Invitation to cover up with the blanket if you'd like. Just try not to disturb yourselves too much since we have made our way down to the floor here. And one quick little practice to send you into Shavasana. It'll be rather quick, so just do your best to follow along with this map, this journey I'm going to take you on through your body. Just bringing your awareness to these different anchors. We'll start with the right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right little finger, right wrist, right elbow, right armpit, right side, right waist, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right little toe, right fourth toe, right third toe, right second toe, right big toe, whole right side of the body, left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left armpit, left side, left waist, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left little toe, left fourth toe, left third toe, left second toe, left big toe, whole left side of the body, right heel, left heel, right glute, left glute, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the head, spinal column, your entire spinal column, top of the head, forehead, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, throat center, heart center, navel center, pelvic center. Shavasana. Hari Om Tat Sat Om